it's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I'll burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. Foot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. Let Foot TV feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let Foot TV, the fire never dies. Let Foot TV feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let Foot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Nothing wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like Foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. 11 doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like Foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the Foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive.
Well, welcome in here to Southern National Motor Speedway, the Ethan Kerr 100 here at Southern National Speedway. Ethan, this race right here is for you, little buddy. We are lined up, ready to rock and roll here. 23 late model stocks. That is a Golden Racing League record for number of cars showing up. 23 late model stocks have showed up here tonight for this race, and it is going to be a heck of a race because we got a lot of new racers, but we got the same fast-paced race here, and it is going to be a blast as we're getting gridded up here. We're going to try to come through and get you your starting lineup as they get ready to start rolling around here shortly. So starting on the pole, Riley Duncan coming in here. First race with the Golden Racing League, coming in, putting her on the pole. I think we may have a heck of a show here with Riley. Again, first race with us. Chase Miller, we're very familiar with that name in Victory Lane and everywhere else in the Golden Racing League, starting outside pole. Second row inside in third, another name that's usually up front here. I think we're going to have a great battle tonight. Jared Murphy in the 21 car there in third. Starting fourth, the Golden Chef Shop car, Hunter Carlson in the 32. Without me out there, he is a lone chef tonight out there starting second row outside, but that top four is looking dangerous. Moving on to row three, Jeffrey Douglas, not Quaid on TikTok, if you guys are wondering. Awesome competitor. Glad to see him starting up front here tonight in fifth. Colton Briner right there in sixth. A great friend of the Ethan Kerr family. Good to see him starting top 10 here. We're going to roll through the rest of these pretty quickly here. Mitchell Wilson. Wilsco Racer on TikTok, Robert Izzo, David Warmuth, best in class driver photo still. Dagan Barnes there in the 41 will be rounding out your top 10. Rolling on through here, Jonathan Wade, Rob Burnham, Austin Cansdale, Cameron Beatty, Nicholas Christ, Devin Baker, Grayson Brigham, Bryson Thompson, another newcomer here, Jason Woodham, and Stephen Luttrell rounds out your top 20. Joshua Tressler, Yogi Schleer, and Daniel Mindfu Jones starting shotgun on the field. A lot of FWM regulars. We are getting ready to go green here, and there we are, sponsored by Golden Chef Speed Shop. Riley Duncan jumping out to a good lead right there out front. First, second, third. We are double file all the way back. Riley may have his very first lap here in the Golden Racing League be a leading lap, and it is Riley Duncan starting off his rookie campaign with a bang here. Everybody else starting to really fall in single file here. Riley picking them up, putting them down, but that 21 car that we know very well right there, it looks like we got a slow car. Brigham in the 30. Might have got a little crossways there last lap, but we stayed green. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Jeffrey Douglas. Jeffrey got shuffled out there a little bit in that 79. Leaders are on his tail. He needs to try to find him a lane where he's safe. He probably got shuffled out there. Darn it, that happens to the best of us, but he's got plenty of time to make it up here. And there is the first caution of the race, sponsored by Golden Racing. 69, Joshua Tressler pulls up in front of traffic into Jeffrey England, but hopefully not too much damage there. Man, I hate to say this, big lack of awareness there for Tressler pulling up into traffic. Let's see what happened to bring that caution out. We run it back here. Looks like the 13 was inside. Going in low. Right around. Oh, the 13 got loose underneath him. Darn it, you hate to see that. 13 got loose, came up into Tressler. Darn. Bryson Thompson, his first race here with the Golden Racing League. One of my Oklahomies. As you guys know, I'm from Oklahoma as well. He's been a big fan of mine throughout my dirt career, racing at Southern Oklahoma Speedway and Rocket Motorsports Park, all over this region. Has been a huge fan of mine. Hate to see that first night out, couple laps in. Big bummer there, especially for Tressler, but plenty of time to make it up, thankfully. So let's see if we can shake this out here. One guy that I can tell you right now is really happy to see that is Jeffrey England, because he was about to go a lap down. And then we're seeing the 30 get his lap back. But here's your top five as they run. Riley Duncan, Jared Murphy, Chase Miller, Mitchell Wilson getting a jump up there, and Colton Briner as Hunter Carlson is kind of falling back through the field. So that's our top five currently as they run. Carlson's falling back to seventh. Warmuth up there in 6th, and we're getting them boxed up here, ready to go green. Lights are out on the truck, and it's almost showtime once again, coming to lap 9 here. And we are back green, sponsored by Golden Chef Speed Shop. Rocking and rolling through here. 97 with another great jump. Murphy in 2nd, Miller 3rd. And they are 2 by 2 behind that. But our front 3 have gotten single file quickly here to save tires. And everyone else, ooh, a lot of action back here. Warmuth, a little loose. Warmuth into the wall. Keeps her under control, keeps her rolling. Still running that high line right there, right outside of, who is that inside of him? Can't quite see. The 10 car of Wade, Jonathan Wade, putting on a heck of a show here tonight. He's joined us, I believe this may be his first night as well. We have another Golden Racing yellow flag. I heard a little bit of twisted metal on the front straightaway, I believe, that last lap. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Showing Bryson Thompson again. Gets in a little hot, little squirrely through the corner and just sends her on around. Ooh, hard into that inside wall. Darn, hate to see that. That is the second caution for Bryson Thompson to this point. Hopefully he can get this place figured out, but he is not having the best luck tonight. But as they run currently, Duncan, Murphy, Miller, Briner, and Wilson still showing as your top 5 on your ticker over on that left side. Carlson up to 6th, though. Warmuth falling back to 9th. He got hung up on that outside there, and he lost a couple positions. But he will be restarting on the bottom here, so it's going to be looking a lot better for Warmuth. I'm really, really excited about this field we have here. Chase Miller, Colton Briner there with the family on the side of the car. Really cool wrap there for Ethan Kerr and the Kerr family. Really, really cool. Nose is really high on that car. I love the setup on that. He's sitting high, wide, and handsome up there. Really awesome car. We got the Ethan Kerr logo there on the hood. Really, really cool. So we have to ask for the parents, if Ethan's parents are watching here tonight on YouTube, does Ethan prefer to watch the cars going fast or the cars wrecking or both? Because he's going to get plenty of both of those tonight. And look, so this one is all for him and trying to raise money for the school there in Pennsylvania. Colton Briner has all the info. We'll probably bring him in post-race to talk more about it. But really cool little organization here and really cool kid, Ethan, that I hope to get the opportunity to meet one day. But guys, guess what? We are going green again, and there it is. Duncan and Murphy. Duncan still with a big jump. Every time he's able to get that huge jump, and Murphy's able to drop in right in behind, and they get single file quickly with the top 3. Everyone else is staying too wide. They're getting really, really racy. Hunter Carlson stuck on the outside. Oh, Jonathan Wade. They saved. I'm seeing puffs of smoke back there in the back of the pack up against the wall. But looks like everybody kept it straight. It is really getting the accordion out really hard coming out of turn 4. These cars really wash up coming out of the corner. They're all just bottlenecking right there on exit. But what a heck of a save by Jonathan Wade. You guys can follow him on TikTok, by the way, old J-Dub on TikTok. Bounces are off the wall. 41, Dagan Barnes all over his bumper. Easy there, Dagan. Dagan gets off of him as quick as he can. Gives up a lot of ground, but he's racing safe and he's racing smart. Trying to take care of his fellow competitor there because everybody knows how it is here. Everybody wants to race. Nobody wants to put anybody in a bad spot. So these guys are going to give each other room as much as possible. So definitely a really cool move there by Dagan to back off and give up a little bit of time to save his competitor there because we all got to watch each other's backs. But still putting on some great racing. Mindfu Jones moving along right there beside Woodham, 2 wide. Great action all over the track here. Yeah, Jason Woodham right there out of Ozark, Alabama. Daniel Mindfood Jones playing his mind games, always starting shotgun on the field, just wanting to drive his way all the way through. Actually got a win in the late model stocks, I believe 2 weeks ago with 4 Wide Motorsports. Started shotgun and made his way all the way to the front to win the thing at Kerr. Heck of a race by Mindfood there. We might see some fireworks tonight. Robert Izzo making a few moves here as well, up to as he goes by Colton Briner for 5th. Izzo rolling along. Izzo's always had a fast car here. He's only really struggled with control issues. As we see him get a little squirrely there, but he's really starting to figure these cars out here and how things work here in the Golden Racing League. Really proud of his progression over the last 3 weeks for sure. Everyone's pretty much getting single filed out here. Pretty good green flag run to this point. I love having this many cars. Gives me lots to talk about. There is no shortage of action anywhere, so there's never really any lull. This is always, every single time. This is my favorite camera view. It really throws our viewers right there into the driver's seat to show what we got going on here. You saw Colton Briner sawing on that wheel getting around this racetrack, rocking and rolling. Everybody's really driving the heck out of these cars. We should be coming up on green flag pit stops here pretty soon. I believe we're looking at about 28 laps of fuel on these cars. We have had 2 cautions, so we may be over the 30 lap threshold as far as pit stops. There is a caution. Riley Duncan with a huge lead, and I brought the broadcaster's curse out on someone. It looks like it's going to be Jason Woodham is going to be involved. So let's take a look here. It's going to be over in turns 1 and 2. Woodham was definitely involved. Oh, big shot there into Nicholas Christ. Woodham involved. The 30 of Brigham involved. I'm trying to see the number of the car that got into Nicholas there. Can't quite make out the number on the side. It's not Mitchell. It may be. It's not Dagan. Darn, we were trying to figure out who this might be. 45. Who is our 45 in here? That's a tough one. I can't. 46, 41. Can't quite tell with that number who that might be. I was actually trying to zoom and I messed up my view. But either way, big contact there for. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Big crash there. Yep. Woodham, the 30 involved. Lots of cars involved there with damage. I'm still trying to figure out who the heck that might be. That's going to bug me. We could almost see it for a second. Then Nicholas gets turned again, trying to get away. Darn it. Oh, you got to hate when that happens. But that's part of these racing these late model stocks. Showing we might be looking at yellow flag pit stops here if everybody's smart. Showing Duncan still with the lead. Hunter Carlson moved up to front row outside. Stephen Luttrell inside, and looks like Murphy is going to be on the outside of row 2. Trying to kind of get a good run down here. Lights are out. We're going back green. Duncan taking off there. Huge jump. Trying to get our timing and scoring sorted out because I'm showing multiple cars 1 lap down. I'm not sure what the issue is there. But we are rolling. Coming back around the start finish. Duncan, Warmuth, Luttrell, Carlson, your top 4. Showing a lot of cars 1 lap down. I'm not sure why that is. Showing Duncan and Warmuth being first and second. Must be I'm assuming maybe a mix-up with timing and scoring, but I'm sure we'll get it shaken out here eventually. But everybody's still pretty much holding pace here, running their lines. Anyway, rolling right along. Stephen Luttrell there in second. Possible it may have been something with how the caution fell based on where the pace truck was and where the wreck was right there at the exit of pit road. That might have played a factor as well, but who knows? We'll just keep rolling right along. I mean, showing Tressler right now 32 laps down. Thompson 16 laps down. So those guys pretty much a terrible end to their night. But right now, Duncan and Warmuth are your only 2 on the lead lap as everybody's shown off cycle. Luttrell showing 3rd, Murphy 4th, Miller 5th, Carlson 6th. Everyone except for Warmuth and Duncan are showing a lap down currently. So these guys are just riding and surviving. Lap 39 out of 100. Just waiting to see what befalls us from here. Oh, Stephen Luttrell letting her hang out there right outside of Murphy. Murphy coming in underneath. Steven got a little loosey-goosey on exit, but he was able to hold on to her. Rolling down, and Chase Miller is going to fill that hole in right behind Murphy. And they are going to go right on by Steven Luttrell. Looks like, but he's fighting back hard on that outside. These guys really rolling the bottom here well, but also that second line is come in very, very good. You can see there's a lot of rubber there on that second line as well. Great jumps there. Carlson riding in right behind Luttrell. Let's see if Carlson tries to fill that hole as well. I know him and Luttrell race together a lot in FWM and over here in the Golden Racing League. They always race each other really clean, and Steven's going to give Hunter room there, and Hunter is going to take it right there on the inside. Let's see if Steven tries to jump down here. Not really anywhere for a hole for Steven to fill at the moment. Trying to jump in between. Oh, what you got there, producer Tracy? So so earlier everyone pitted, so they pitted under caution and got put a lap down, is what you're telling me. Okay, so everybody else pitted under caution, and due to the small size of this track, the pace truck actually came around and put everyone who pitted was then placed a lap down. So that tells me Duncan and Warmuth last pitted on lap 29. So they may have to make green flag stops before everyone else, I'm assuming here. Let's pull up our graphic there of last time Murphy pitted there, Tracy. Let's take a look at Murphy, our first car one lap down. He pitted on lap 29 as well, so it may have just been pit stall selection that put them a lap down there. But that's iRacing for you. That is definitely. I'm assuming it may have been. It's a possibility that because the wreck happened in turn 2, the pace truck exits in turn 1. So when the pace truck passed them, it may have put them all one lap down. If they pitted first lap, I'm going to assume that the pace truck put them all a lap down. If that is the case, that is how things work in real life. It's a terrible timing thing that happens. I've seen it happen a couple times before in real life. It happens a lot in iRacing because of how small these tracks are. And speaking of happening a lot, Rizzo letting her hang out there. Hey, buddy, the dirt late models aren't for a couple weeks. You keep that thing under you a little bit there, bud. That was scary. I bet Dagan needs some new shorts right there outside of Rizzo. I bet Rizzo does too, because those guys are both pretty young, and there is definitely no fear between these two. They are going to race each other hard. I believe they're a couple of the youngest in the league. Rizzo gets tight there up against Barnes, but decides to go ahead and fall in line, not push the issue anymore. It's one of those save the cars for later type deals. And we're just kind of rocking and rolling right now. And if these guys keep going the way they're going, we may have a cycle of green flag stops where a lot of these guys could gain a whole lot of time and possibly even get their laps back on Warmuth and Duncan. Namely, Murphy, Miller, Carlson, Luttrell, and Briner, that are showing those 5 right there to be one lap down. Most of the field actually is one lap down. All the way from 3rd to 15th got placed one lap down, as we see somebody get way out of shape back there, the 41 of Dagan Barnes, and it really messes up his entry into turn 3 as well. He got loose out of 2. Warmuth loose back there as well, coming out of 4. But Dagan Barnes very, very loose coming out of 2, way down to the bottom, and it really threw off his line. But Warmuth right now, he is content to just ride around and have the best seat in the house to watch these guys race, because he is happily in 2nd place, 1 lap ahead of 3rd, riding around about 8 seconds behind our leader, and we have green flag stops. So here's that chance we were talking about for these guys to really make up that ground and get that lap back if possible. So this is where those guys are going to be to get that lap back. If a caution comes out now, it's really going to work out for these guys that pitted this first round. Pit stops are going to be huge here as we see Hunter Carlson in and our leader, Riley Duncan, in. Riley pulling out now. If there is a caution now, it's really going to shake up. I need to go buy a lottery ticket because that right there is going to shake up our lineup. Something awful. Yellow flag right in the middle of green flag. Pit stops in the 13, pulls up across the track into traffic. Oh no. Major rookie mistake there. Pulling up into traffic. Oh, who was it right in front of? That is going to be, I believe that was Dagan Barnes coming around there. It was not Dagan Barnes. The 33 of Lucky Austin Cansdale, unlucky tonight. Oh, having a self-spin pull up right in front of you. That's never how you want your race to go. That is the third caution that's probably going to be at fault for Bryson Thompson. We won't know until we go back and look at our post-race review. But for any newcomers here to the league that are not familiar with our rules package, if you were the cause of 3 cautions in one event, you are on probation for the next event. So Bryson may find himself on probation here for the next event in the Golden Racing League, which is not a major issue. He's not going to be kicked out of the league, nothing like that. We don't do that here. But what it does ensure is that the next league, he has a little better car control next race, because if he does cause one caution, if he is the cause of one caution when he is under that probation period, it is a drive-through penalty. So any caution that he causes, it is a drive-through under green penalty under his probationary period for the next race. But we will know that once post-race reports come out. Cameron Beatty going into it. That was Cameron Beatty earlier. We could not figure out the number on the car. 67. And is that, we're showing 45 on the door of that car? Okay. All right. So we're showing 45 on the door of the car. This will be second offense for Cameron of having the wrong paint on his car for a race. So we will discuss that with him post-race. Don't want to bring that up on the broadcast, but we are going green again. Duncan, Miller, Murphy, Douglas. We got 5 cars on the lead lap now. We've gained a few back. That caution really shook it up. Warmuth has lost a lap in that shakeup as well. Warmuth back to 6th and 1 lap down. He went from 2nd to on the lead lap to 6th a lap down. What a shakeup those cautions are, as we have another one, and that's going to give Warmuth his lap back because we have lucky dogs here. So we'll now have 6 cars on the lead lap. Let's see what that caution was. Cautions breed cautions, and these guys got bottled back up, and I'm willing to bet there was a little bit of a bottleneck either in turn 1, turn 2. Let's take a look here. Trying to see. Go ahead, the 1 car. Okay, we're showing. Oh, we got someone got turned back there at the start-finish line. Who was that? The 10 car. That is the 10 of Jonathan Wade. He just came up the track there. We had the 30 up top, was trying to stay out of the way. 10 looked like he thought he had him cleared. He's up against the wall, can't really do much, just squeezed up in there. Darn it, that's got to suck. That's just 2 guys coming together. Grayson having a rough race, trying to stay up against the wall out of the way, and Jonathan just had a great run coming out and just got way tight coming out of the corner and squeezed him up into the wall there. That's a bummer. But only our 5th caution here. We're already past halfway. Duncan still out to a great lead here with Miller, Murphy, Douglas, Carlson, and now Warmuth back on the lead lap. We should have one more round of pit stops before this thing is over to shake up this lineup a little bit, especially if another caution comes out mid-pit cycle. This is going to be one of those crazy ones. Not as crazy as our mini stock race to start off the Golden Racing League season, where we had 2 cars left on the lead lap. But still pretty crazy here with the way cautions fall and the way this track is designed. It really throws some wrenches into iRacing's design. And we're going back green. Remember we talked about Jeffrey Douglas early in the race, got shuffled out, got spun, almost went a lap down, almost got lapped, and a caution saved him. Back up here fighting hard with Hunter Carlson for 4th place. Goes to show you that nobody is ever out of it at any time. Jeffrey Douglas up here rolling that outside, loving that outside, but Hunter Carlson fighting hard on the bottom, but Douglas is pulling him up top. Douglas has found something that he really likes up there, and he clears Hunter Carlson. This car is on a rail. He is loving these cars, and these cars are loving him as he easily takes over the 4th position. Duncan, Miller, Murphy, Douglas, Carlson, and Warmuth. Ooh, top 6. Bunch of cars back there in the back. Hard into the outside wall. I believe that was the 10 again of Wade. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Let's get a look at that. I just saw a bunch of smoke on the bottom of the track and the top of the track. Red, black, lots of really good-looking cars that are getting tore up in this one. But a lot of these guys are really holding on the best they can. Let's run it back a little further there, Tracy. We can see the smoke back there. Let's take a look at what we got. We got Brigham in the outside wall again. The 30, the 13. Oh, my Lord. Bryson Thompson from Colbert, Oklahoma. Driving in there a little too deep. Gets into the 30, turns the 30 into the end of the pit road wall. And then we see Eastern Technical Design, I believe, up on the outside. Is that Jason Woodham? It is into the outside wall, trying to avoid the beautiful Tiltify, Leadfoot TV, Eastern Technical Designs wrap. Has had a little bit of caveman mechanicking done to it tonight with the old wall. But Jason out here trying to give her heck, trying to survive it all. Man. Okay, so we're showing Riley Duncan and Chase Miller with EOLs. We're trying to see if they're doing this to balance out the field or what exactly is going on here. Tracy, we are going to be under yellow here for a moment. Let me jump over to my chat, and I can find out what's going on for us real quick. Oh, got one turned under caution. I have returned, Tracy. I have information. So our leaders and second place, we showed their EOL. Looks like it was entering a closed pit. They entered a closed pit. Ooh, Colton Briner, 1374, 14 around. 7th caution of the night. Big check up there. But yeah, we're showing our leader in second place. Went in and jumped into our chat. It said the admins did not give them an EOL. They said they entered a closed pit and were black flagged by iRacing because we do not make any of those calls. We let iRacing make the calls. But they were entered a closed pit. So the tough break for our leader and second place there. As we see Colton Briner, looked like Briner got into Woodham there. Couldn't tell if Briner just entered a little too hard or if Woodham may have checked up a little early, but big accordion effect there. And we're coming down to 15 to go. Attrition is getting high here, but we may have a first-time winner tonight if things keep going the way they are. Because I'm looking at our lineup, and I am showing, who is our leader here? Is that Murphy is our leader in the 21?
That is Murphy.
I believe so.
I hate to interrupt you here, Chris. It's a little past due. We only got 14 laps to go, but you know what time it is?
It is the time to dig. The Golden Racing time to dig was, 25 to go. We're a little behind, but we have had way too much excitement here, so we're not behind by much, but we're just waiting on these guys to get lined up here. We are going back green. Jeffrey needs to get up there beside because it's a double file restart, but Murphy gets out to a big jump. Carlson on the bottom. Jeffrey, England, and looks like second or third there, second row. Hunter Carlson gets out to second. England third, Murphy fourth, 97 of Duncan trying to get back up front there in fifth. A lot of guys jockeying for position here. Got Riley Duncan working hard to get back up front. He's going to clear Murphy there, put himself back into fourth, clear Miller. Apologies. I always mix up Murphy and Miller. Too many M's, too much alliteration. But Duncan pulls himself into fourth and is eyeballing Jeffrey England for third. And he may go ahead and take England here for third as well. Not quite yet, but he is on that quarter panel. Woo, he's on there tight. He's going to squeeze him. Oh, that was a very, very aggressive move there by the 97. As a league owner, I am upset. As an announcer, I have to stay biased. I have to stay unbiased. I always mix those up. As a league owner, I'm a little upset by that move being made on someone, on anyone in general. I'm sure I'm not as upset as Jeffrey is, but that was what we're going to call that a spade. We're going to call a spade here. That was an issue of someone who knew they had a fast car being impatient. And impatience rubs me the wrong way more than anything else. Obviously, Duncan led most of this race. It was put to the back with an EOL due to something of his own doing that he entered a closed pit, something he caused himself. And then, due to lack of patience, ruined someone else's race who was running third. I'm going to call it what it is. Like I said, I'm a little unhappy about that. I have to try to stay unbiased, but from a league owner standpoint, that was a little bit of baloney right there. Wow. Lot of tore up race cars from one guy being really impatient. I really hate that for the 79, the 06, the 74, the 51, lots of others as we come down to 5 to go. Darn, I'm kind of at a loss for words on that one. But we're going back green. We're going to finish this thing out. We're coming to green with 5 to go here. Murphy right there, the 97 in second. Duncan, Hunter Carlson in third. Just saw what happened, so Carlson's definitely going to give the 97 room. She didn't want the same to happen to him. Duncan going to shove it in underneath the 21 here. Try to go back to the lead as everybody else continues to race down through here. Duncan giving the 21 a bit of a door there as we see some smoke over in turn 4. 4 to go here. Duncan back to the lead. Murphy in second, Carlson third, Miller in fourth. Lucky Cansdale, good rebound from earlier. Got a lot of damage. The 13 came up across the track. Back up to a top 5 now in 5th. And of course, we got Wilson there in 6th. Lots of cars trapped 1 lap down. But here's the white flag, sponsored by 4 Wide Motorsports. Ethan, here's your white flag, buddy. This one's for you. Definitely coming to the checkered here. Riley Duncan. Murphy's going to be 2nd. Carlson 3rd. Miller 4th. Cansdale in 5th. Wilson 6th. Good survival run for most of these guys. Really, really sucks for Jeffrey England there. Was running 3rd. I don't know how to feel about this one, Tracy. I may have to throw it to you for a second, because this is the first time in my broadcasting career, because again, I have a little bit of a two-headed monster here, being the league owner as well as the announcer. I am seething a little bit right now. So I'm going to toss it to you, and actually tell you what, we got the checkered flag here. Let's take a short break, and we'll get our top 3 in here to interview them post-race, and that'll give me time to grab a drink and get some water and be ready for these interviews.
Okie dokie, man. That sounds good. We'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome back here to Southern National, the Ethan Kerr 200. I am here on pit road with our third place finisher, the Golden Chef's house car, the 32 of Hunter Carlson. Man, tell us about tonight. I mean, you pull off third place. You're up front most of the night. We're able to play the pit strategy well enough to survive all the laps down and laps up and everything else. Tell us about how your night went. You got me there, Hunter? You are muted, sir.
Yeah, honestly, speechless, frustrated, as a league admin, but the performance tonight, anything other than laughable on my part. Slow all night, just couldn't get the car to feel how I wanted it at all, and with the track changing, obviously I hadn't adjusted enough in practice to account for the cooler temperatures. Kind of got lucky with the way caution came out. That first caution really screwed me, put me a lap down. I pitted under green that one time, and then the caution came out second. I came out of pit road. If I would have came out any time before that, I probably wouldn't have gotten the lucky dog. And me being able to get the lucky dog allowed me to get back on the lead lap, run top 5. I do want to deeply apologize to David Warmuth on that incident under caution. I didn't see the cars in front of him checking up. I ran out of the room and just brain farted and then cause a melee. I mainly feel bad about that.
Not to cut you off there, Hunter, but as soon as you said that, I have to love producer Tracy because he cuts to the clip under caution of David's car smoking when you turned him under caution. that was magical.
No, I feel really bad about that, and I'm not celebrating this top 3 because let's be honest, I didn't earn it.
That's part of it, man. You don't be too hard on yourself. Just like I tell all the other guys, heck, when I won the race in the Legends cars a few weeks ago, I was the same way. But 90% of winning these races is luck anyway, just trying to survive. You got to celebrate you were able to survive, able to keep it up front well enough to be there in this podium. Survival is 90% of it, buddy, and you were able to make it. So always celebrate that. Don't hang your head too low. We'll roll on to the next one, just like we always do. We will always roll on to the next one, bud.
For sure.
Cool. Do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank real quick before we move on to second place?
Yeah, obviously I want to thank Tracy Brown and Eastern Technical Designs. Thank you for everything you do in supporting me. Want to thank obviously Golden Chef Speed Shop. Thank you, Chris, for everything you do and allowing me to show off my skills here every week. And want to thank everyone over at Copperhead Racing and everyone over at 4Y Motorsport Network, Leadfoot Racing TV for allowing us to show this beautiful show, and everyone out here watching and an admin team here.
For sure. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to toss it to our 5th place finisher, who's also our in-race reporter this night here. And he is down there with our 2nd place finisher, Jared Murphy.
Thank you, Chris. I'm sitting down here with Jared Murphy. Jared, tell us about your night, man. You had a really fast car tonight. Just run us through the night tonight.
Yeah, I felt strong. I don't think I necessarily had the winning car. I was just a little too tight on entry. But I was up front most of the race. That first caution kind of screwed me one lap down. And I had to play the pit strategy. I went long on gas at the end to get back to a second. So, yeah, these are not my best vehicles to drive. So I'm looking forward to getting something different next week for sure.
Man, for not being one of your best vehicles, I mean, you was definitely one of the faster guys out there. Is there anybody you would like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the guys to put this league on. It's pretty fun running a different car every week. It shows how good drivers are, and I'd like to thank the people that put these streams on. They're awesome, and the boys back at Twisted Speed for the really fast setups.
Well, right, amazing running that, Jared. You hope you have a good night, Chris. Oh, Chris ain't here no more. Well, I guess it's just me, boys. Well, I'm gonna be sitting here with your winner tonight, Mr. Riley Duncan. Riley, run us through tonight, man. How was the car tonight?
Oh man, the car was really good. It was it definitely got a little tight after running side by side, but like once it had some clean air, it would go anywhere as I wanted to put it. Really, it was car felt amazing.
It looked like you had a really good handling car even during practice when I was running behind you. You looked like you was just really rolling the corner, and it was just, man, you was just really bad fast tonight, and uh, I don't even know what to
Yeah,
do. I never I've never interviewed the winner before.
all good, man.
Um,
Ask me anything you want.
what are you laughing at about, Eminent? You want to interview him?
All right, so we're standing over here with Riley Duncan. Riley, man, talk about how do you feel about going to the next series?
Uh, I haven't even honestly looked where it's at. I just joined today.
All right,
Um,
I can tell you where we're going. We are headed to super late models at Legacy Phoenix. How do you feel about the old Phoenix layout?
we will see. I don't know, honestly. I'm not a big track guy. I'm definitely love the short tracks, but we'll see. We'll see how I do.
All right, well, congrats on the win. And before I let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, of course. The race was for Ethan there tonight, so I hope he enjoyed watching the good racing. And Easy Clean, my team, Corey Jefferson Racing, CJR, and yeah, PFD Motorsports for doing up a nice paint scheme. And that's it.
All right, well, congrats on the win. We'll see you next week, hopefully in Phoenix.
Hopefully. Thank you.
All right. Chris? Actually,
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, that's gonna be your top three for the night. Tracy, let's get our final standings here for the night. See where everybody kind of shook out in this one. Riley Duncan, as you see there, wins it from the pole. Jared Murphy, third to first. Hunter Carlson, fourth to third. Or I'm sorry, Jared, third to second. My apologies. Austin Cansdale, big mover there, 13 to fifth, 7 to 6 for Mitchell Wilson. Stayed pretty steady there. 20th to 7th for Stephen Luttrell. Izzo in 8th to 8th. Rob Burnham, 9th. Jason Woodham, 10th.
11th
That's
is where
going to be
we're
your,
going.
yep. So 11th,
11th.
Dagan Barnes. Jonathan Wade, 12th. Cameron Beatty, 13th. Colton Briner, 14th. Nicholas Christ, 15th. Grayson Brigham, 16th. Yogi Schleer, 18th. Jeffrey Douglas, after that 3 to go incident, goes from 3rd to 17th. Tough break there for Jeffrey. Devin Baker, 19th. David Warmuth, 20th. And rounding out your field, Bryson Thompson, Mindfu Jones, and Joshua Tressler. Man, tough break for a lot of guys, but still a lot of great action all over the track tonight. Ethan, I hope you loved it, buddy. You and your family, there they are right there with a favorite race car. Ethan, dude, we appreciate you so much for being a fan. Love having you and your family join us tonight, at least in photo form. And it was awesome and a pleasure to put this race on for you, buddy. But for my producer, Tracy, pushing all the buttons behind the scenes, getting all these great camera angles and doing all this production, and all of our racers here at the Golden Racing League, including my admins and all the new drivers and our veteran drivers and the guys that have been here since day one, I am part-time ARCA Menard Series driver Chris Golden, and your lead announcer for tonight here on the Golden Racing League and Leadfoot TV. We'll see you on Saturday, 305 sprint cars on dirt at Lucas Oil. You guys stay golden. We'll see you then.